Hey everyone, and welcome. I'm absolutely thrilled to have you here for this explainer. Today, we're breaking down the current and honestly rapidly shifting reality of the Indian auto market. We're going to take a hard, detailed look at the big showdown: traditional internal combustion engines versus electric vehicles. If you're currently on the fence about your next car and you're wondering just how future-proof your decision really is, well, you are in exactly the right place.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for today. First, the new EV paradigm. Second, ICE and CNG headaches. Third, the true EV advantage. Fourth, who should avoid EVs. Fifth, real costs and performance. And finally, number 6, finding your lifestyle fit. We're keeping this as a completely impartial, objective look at both the pros and, honestly, the strict deal breakers of modern cars. Let me start by asking you this exact question. Why are people really buying EVs in 2026? Think about it for a second, because your first instinct might actually be a little outdated.
You see, when electric vehicles first started hitting the roads, we were buying them almost exclusively for the financial profit, right? We just wanted to save money on running costs. But the whole paradigm has completely shifted. Today, the new reason people are flocking to electric vehicles isn't just about the wallet. It's about predictability, everyday convenience, and just absolute peace of mind. It's a total shift toward lifestyle compatibility.
Section 1. The new EV paradigm.
Let's break down this first major shift in how buyers are approaching the dealership today. Just imagine this scenario: waking up to a full tank every single morning. It completely changes the way you view your daily commute. Even entry-level EVs today are offering a reliable 150 to 200 kilometers of range. You just unplug in the morning, run all your errands, and come home without giving a single thought to the fuel gauge. You know exactly what every kilometer costs you, and that ultimate predictability, that is rapidly becoming the greatest luxury feature a car can offer in 2026.
Section 2. ICE and CNG headaches.
So the crucial point is, to fully appreciate that luxury, we really have to look at what drivers are trying to escape. Traditional vehicles are carrying a lot of anxiety right now. First off, the future of the internal combustion engine feels incredibly unpredictable. If you own a petrol car, you have to worry about E20 ethanol blending, like will your engine even handle it, or are you looking at damages and drops in mileage? Then there's diesel. Not only are we seeing these strict 10-year regulatory caps, but there are rising concerns about fuel adulteration. And over all of this, you have constantly fluctuating, usually rising fuel prices, where you just end up paying more to put inferior fuel into your tank. And then, of course, there's the supposed savior of running costs, CNG. Look at this quote drawn directly from our sources. Waiting in a CNG line has become a major part of owning a CNG car. People buy CNG expecting great economics and total peace of mind, but those benefits completely evaporate when you're constantly stuck in incredibly long queues at the pump, especially when combined with the reality that the price gap between CNG and petrol just isn't what it used to be.
Section 3. The true EV advantage.
This naturally brings us to how we actually solve these issues. The old way means weekly, stressful trips to the gas station, waiting 15, maybe 20 minutes in line, and keeping a nervous eye on fluctuating prices. The EV way completely flips the script. You are essentially bringing the fuel station directly into your own home. It is exactly like charging your smartphone overnight. You plug it into a socket, go to sleep, and it's ready when you are. It creates an absolutely unmatched ease of access. And this brilliantly illustrates another massive daily feature: regenerative braking, which gives you one pedal drive. This is a system that automatically slows the car down the moment you lift your foot off the accelerator, and it simultaneously converts that forward momentum back into battery charge. If you set it to its highest level, you can navigate heavy traffic using just one foot. You keep both hands relaxed on the steering wheel while the car basically does all the hard work for you. Just think about the immense mental relaxation and physical ease this brings to a bumper-to-bumper city commute. There is no heavy clutch to constantly press, no manual gear shifting required. And here's a massive relief: you can sit in dead-stop traffic with your AC absolutely blasting without the traditional headache of watching your mileage meter plummet. Plus, when you do get an open stretch of road, you are rewarded with flat-out acceleration and instant torque.
Section 4. Who should avoid EVs?
Now, as I promised, we are taking an objective look at the market here. EVs are absolutely not a magic solution for everyone. If any of the points we're looking at here describe your life, an EV is going to introduce way too much uncertainty. For example, if you are a heavy highway driver doing 700, 800, or more kilometers a month purely on highways, the charging logistics will probably frustrate you. Crucially, if you don't have dedicated home parking or you live in an apartment complex that outright blocks charger installations, you lose the biggest benefit of an EV. And obviously, if your lifestyle involves frequent travel to remote areas with zero infrastructure, safety and convenience dictate that you should really stick to traditional fuels. Highway driving is a totally different beast. It requires meticulous route planning using dedicated charging apps. You have to plan your stops every 100 to 150 kilometers, and you're relying entirely on public fast chargers. That means accepting longer wait times during your journey and basically hoping the charger isn't broken or already occupied by the time you pull up.
Section 5. Real costs and performance. Now, what's really interesting about this is the hard data. Let's use the widely popular Tata Nexon as our benchmark. Comparing these two directly, look at the raw performance data. The Tata Nexon EV with a 45 kilowatt-hour battery pushes out roughly 140 PS and a very strong 215 newton-meters of torque. Meanwhile, the petrol equivalent maxes out around 115 horsepower and 170 newton-meters. The EV actually delivers superior power, and because it's an EV, you get that instant boost and flat-out acceleration that you simply cannot find in an internal combustion engine at this price point. It just makes city driving incredibly fun and responsive. And you know what? That superior performance comes with highly simplified mechanics. No engine out to replace, no clutch wear and tear to manage, literally zero airbox maintenance. No timing belts, no spark plugs. The severe lack of moving parts significantly reduces the mechanical headaches and those constant dealership visits that we traditionally associate with long-term car ownership. Which leads us directly to this completely shocking number, 3,200 rupees. According to real user data verified in our sources, this incredibly low amount was the total cost for a significant, major 100,000 kilometer service on a 2022 Nexon EV. To really grasp how wild that is, let's contrast it with the alternative. The same source interviewed a driver who previously owned a diesel Nexon. That user reported paying around 15,000 rupees per regular service. Let that sink in for a second. 15,000 rupees for routine diesel maintenance versus 3,200 rupees for a milestone 100,000 kilometer EV service. The gap in long-term maintenance costs is just absolutely massive. Section 6. Finding your lifestyle fit. Let's bring this whole analysis home. At the end of the day, the best vehicle isn't the one with the most hype. It is simply the one that fits your specific daily life. Buying an EV isn't just following a trend anymore. It's a calculated decision for daily peace of mind. If your driving pattern matches the profile, say a 30 to 100 kilometer daily commute with guaranteed home charging, an EV offers incredible mindfulness, effortless driving, and huge cost savings. And if you happen to have home solar panels installed, your running costs essentially vanish. But remember, if your lifestyle doesn't match this, sticking to petrol or diesel is entirely fine. It's all about what tops your personal decision-making matrix. So I want to leave you with this final provocative thought to ponder before your next big purchase. Look at your own life. Does your daily commute truly demand the traditional fuel pump, or are you ready to wake up fully charged? Analyze your own lifestyle, run the numbers for your daily commute, and make the choice that brings you the most peace of mind. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you on the next one.